I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything like that. All I know is that I just could not keep my eyes off this episode. All right, Beer Ninja here. Now, just to kind of give you an insight on what I've grown up with in the past and everything, one of my favorite shows in the entire world growing up as a kid was X-Men back in the 90s. All right, this was probably the most accurate storytelling when it came to the comics and everything. And then they decide to revise or reboot the series, if you will. All right, so of course they rebooted the series. I remember a couple of years ago, I attended a Comic-Con in my hometown here in Texas, Longview, and I had spoken to Cal Dodd, who is the voice of Wolverine. And I remember, matter of fact, I met him. Like, I not only met him, I got to have a really good conversation with him. He got to sign a action figure that I purchased on eBay. I remember having this action figure back in the day when I was a child and everything. I loved X-Men, growing up and everything. And what was really cool is I had a conversation with him, and we talked for a little bit. I told him, every time I read a comic book, whether it was X-Men or Wolverine, he was the voice that I could hear, and I asked him, was there, is he ever going to reprise his role as Wolverine, or is there going to be a comeback on the series or anything? And he actually told me that there was actually talks with Disney about bringing the show back, and I'm happy to say that he lived up to his word. He did not lie about it or anything. He did not hold back on it or anything like that at all. And I was stoked about that. I was excited about it because, like I said, back in the 90s when I was watching cartoons and everything, this is what I wake up every Saturday morning just to watch, because it was my favorite cartoon show to watch in the morning. I'm just going to say the 90s was just awesome time to live in, especially when watching cartoons. So anyways, years go by, and finally we get an inkling of something that's going to happen. They're rebooting. I don't know why I keep saying revising, but they're rebooting X-Men. They're rebooting it, and they're calling it X-Men 97, which picks up where the original TV series left off and everything. So I'm super stoked about it. I am super excited about it and everything, and they finally release it. Don't get me wrong, Disney's had some hit or misses going on lately, but so far this has been pretty good. X-Men 97's come out. I've watched every episode, and I've been really into it, really enthralled in it. I cannot keep my eyes off it. I keep waiting for the next episode to come out. So we're already on the 5th episode. And one of the things about the X-Men, when I was growing up, reading comic books and watching the cartoon and everything, everybody loves Wolverine. He's one of my favorite X-Men too and everything. But one of the ones I always had a really cool, I don't know how to explain it. I just always thought he was one of the coolest X-Men ever, was Remy LeBeau, aka Gambit. One of my favorite X-Men of all time. And I just, I always loved watching him in the cartoon and everything. And, he's been voice acted by a couple of actors. In the most recent one, in the X-Men 97, he's doing a really good job. Awesome job, actually. And so now I'm on the 5th episode of X-Men 97. And holy... that's what prompted me to do this video in the first place and everything, because we're just watching it literally just minutes ago, what's going on in the series and everything. It's like, holy cow, man, I just can't believe what I just saw. It's just like, what's going to happen next? Like, you're totally leaving me on a cliffhanger here. This is one of my, I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything like that. All I know is that I just could not keep my eyes off this episode, you know, and I'm looking forward to watching what's going to happen next and everything, because I mean it's just like a no holds barred, you know. We're just going to see what happens and everything like that, and it's just like, I mean, I got to see what's going on with the X-Men. I got to see what's going on with my boy. Just kind of give you a little insight. You know, it's, you know, something goes down, and you know, I just can't wait to watch the next episode and everything like that. So that's really all I'm going to say about this right now and everything. All I know, I'm just going to say it. I love it. I love watching the X-Men. I loved watching it back in the 90s. I love where it's picking up, where it left off, you know, back in 97. As a matter of fact, I picked up a poster because they're selling action figures like at GameStop and everything of X-Men 97, and I got to keep one of the posters. They actually called me up and everything, and I'm trying to find a frame for this thing because I really want to put it up, and I'm going to put it in the video right here. You probably already seen it by now, and you know, I can't wait to watch more of it. It's a great show. So I don't know if I'll make this a series or not on my channel or anything like that, or maybe I'll put it on another channel that we have with the Beers of War and everything. But this is a great series, and I really encourage you to watch it. I mean, to be honest with you, Disney's had a lot of hits and a lot of misses, probably more misses than hits. And I really like what they're doing with the X-Men 97 right now. You know, I mean, I have my reservations on some of the things, but to be honest with you, this has been pretty good. And honestly, the last episode that I watched literally had my jaw dropping for the past like 2.5 minutes. So that should tell you something. So I encourage you to watch the episode and everything, and maybe hopefully get some comments below about what you guys think about it and what's going to go on with the story and everything. And you know, other than that, guys, that's really all I got to say about it. Anyways, rock on, gamers. Beer Ninja out.